Hello, my darling Kewpie dolls. This is my third time recording this video because I forgot to delete the last video I made and ran out of space, so it cut off in the middle of recording. But now we're good. I have cleared it all out. We're good. Yeah, this is the perpetual cycle. I make video, delete video, make video, delete video. Immediately after uploading, I delete video, is what I mean. Unless it cuts off, and then I have to delete all of it and start from scratch. But anyway, so I have been started on a new medication, gabapentin. Where I come from, we always just call them Gabbies. And it helps with nerve pain. And for the past 2 nights, I actually got to sleep. And it's really life-changing. The past 2 days, I've almost not touched weed at all. Because of just how much quieter my nerve pain is. Like the tingling in my fingers, I don't feel it climbing out of my skin. The tingling in my toes is much less. The numbness is still there, but the tingling is gone. So it makes me want to let it not crawl out of my skin. It's like, yeah, I can't feel my left leg very well, and I don't have a whole lot of, it still has reflexes though. I don't have a whole lot of, strength in it. But you know, at least it's not like twitching and tingling anymore. Like the perpetual burning at the tips of my toes is finally like quiet, you know? This is day 2, and yesterday they were quieter, and today they're even quieter. It's grand. And like I said, 2 nights of sleep, and I have 2 nights of sleep and just a tiny bit more pain management. And I'm feeling 1,000 times better. I have 5 weeks until classes start, which is pretty exciting. So what I've been doing is looking at my schedule online, planning out my course term. And I've got my laptop set up to where my routine will tell me, hey, you've got this class at this time. Yeah, I'm kind of utilizing my MacBook in a very adequately academic manner. And I'm actually quite pleased with that, because I was scared that I would just use it to piddle around on. But no, I have my academic schedule in my iCalendar, and then I will be adding to it classes I intend to audit, because unfortunately I am greedy. Okay, and you're probably wondering, what do you mean by that? I want to learn everything as much as I can. I think that's the only thing that makes life interesting for me, is learning. And I never want to stop learning, because if I ever stop learning, then what's the point, you know? It's kind of like creating. Learning and creating are the 2 things I'm here for. And if I'm not doing if I'm not doing either one, then I may as well just be a corpse. I must be rotting in the ground, because that's the only way that's allowed to happen. But yeah, this morning I was like, I'm going to write that novel that I've been working on for 15 years. And then I opened up my novel, looked at it, sat it down, and then was like, let's study chemistry instead. But before I could study chemistry, I was like, okay, but first I need to look at my schedule, see what I need to be preparing for next term, figure out what kind of routine I need to be working on solidifying, and how I'm going to block out my days. And that's basically what I've been sitting here doing. And in the background, I've got some study music playing. But yeah, so I want to get as far ahead as possible. As a matter of fact, this summer I didn't take any courses because I wasn't sure how to go about that, really. And I'm kind of stranded here at Bethany, but next summer it's going to be a completely different deal. Next summer, I am planning on, hold on, there we go, there's something on there. I am planning on taking courses at a neighboring college to kind of speed up this process. Just speed up the process to get my degree, to get my credits, to get my degree, so that I can get to post-grad as soon as I possibly can. Because I know that I'm starting out a lot later in the college game compared to a lot of my peers, because of the fact that I've had to wait until I turn 25. Well, 24 technically, but due to where my birthday falls, I basically had to wait until I turned 25 to file my FAFSA independently. And to actually, get everything sorted with school and everything. And with my health, it's just the way everything fell. I ended up stuck applying and all of that at 25. Oh my God, I'm so old. I only feel old because I know I know how many years of school more I have to go. And it's like, oh my God, the rest of my peers are out doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm here studying and grinding. But next year, I don't plan on having too much of a social life. It's like, I'll have my little nerd friends, which is what I had last year. I like my nerd friends. They're good people. And they're nice. And they're also neurospicy, so we get along really well. And they're also all queer. So we make a lovely little friend group, and I quite enjoy hanging with them. So it's a very small inner circle, and I don't think I plan on doing much. I toyed with the idea of being the popular girl for a minute, because every so often I want to accomplish that simply because my childhood self wanted that. But I'm realizing that I actually don't give a shit. And I don't think I ever really did. I think it was just the idea that I found really pleasant. But in practice, I'm not interested. It's too much work, too much socializing. I don't like people enough to bother. So what instead I'll do is probably throw myself entirely into my studies. And like I said, I'm already plotting out what classes I'm going to sit in and audit, since I'm limited on how many credits I'm allowed to take per semester, which is so rude. If I could time travel, I would take all the classes. I would earn the highest possible degree in every possible subject that I could, simply because I know that I can. That's the thing. It's not even just, it's just I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to revisit college quite a lot in the future. I feel like, after I get my degrees and everything like that, and I get established in my field, if I get bored, I'm going to go back to college and pivot. So I should probably set aside a boredom fund. I don't know. There's so many different areas of things that I want to, I guess, dip my toes into and everything. There's so many different areas of work and of study and of just everything that I really have interest in. And so it's just I kind of want to be able to have the opportunity, or at least allow myself to believe I have the chance or choice to diversify further if I so wish. So I guess that's where I'm coming from with that. But yeah, so I am, as you guys know, studying biology and psychology, double major field of study. In the biology field, specifically pre-med track. And then when I'm done earning these, because I'll be earning 2 degrees simultaneously as a result of this, I'm planning on minoring in music, because I owe it to myself. And plus, I think it'll be a really good way of having balance and a nice coping outlet. Math, because it scares me and I refuse to be a cowardly little bitch. I will not be defeated by you, Math. I don't give a shit how bad my dyscalculia is. And religion, but that one's out of spite, actually. I'm not gonna lie. The religion minor is literally out of spite. So double major, triple minor. Insane, I know. This school's gonna love me. Like I said, academically, I'm so greedy. I'm like, it's like I've been starving my whole life, academically speaking. Just absolutely famished, ravenous. And then now I hit college and it's like, okay, now I want to devour all of it. So I guess it's a academic and mental kind of hunger for knowledge and information. Because that's like really what I crave more than anything. But yeah, post-grad, I plan on going to med school, where I will further study both areas of the biology medical field and the psychology field to the furthest extent simultaneously still. Which sounds insane, but that's how I am. And besides, I see the two as being intrinsically connected, whether people realize it or not. It's just not much. I feel like there's still more to be learned around the topic. But furthermore, I also feel that it would just be kind of cool to kind of also like to just get a chance to brilliant. To get a chance to like earn a medical degree and a PhD. It's like, cool, I'll be a doctor on both ends of things, you know? And then it's like, sometime in the future, come on, towards the... No! Damn it. I almost got him. I was trying to corral him out the door. I'd much rather set him free. Their lives are so short, and it's just sad. So, like, it would be miserable for him to have spent his one day, or at most probably 2 or 3 days. Because I've seen flies live more than 1 day. Anyone who says they only got a lifespan of 1 day is full of it. There he is. But yeah, it's like, this is a miserable place to spend your life trapped. Just go outside. You know? I don't want him to die in here. That's fucking sad. And plus, it means he annoys me the entire time. Or I kill him, which would be faster. And pretty effective. Unless that's the fly I thought I killed yesterday, because I'm not seeing a corpse. Did I already clean that up? He might have just been injured yesterday. Well, he might be lucky enough to live yet. If he were smart enough to go to the door, see where the sun is at and shit, maybe try going over there, buddy. So I can corral him outside and let him actually have freedom for the remainder of his life. Yeah. Thought I killed him yesterday, but apparently I just injured him. Because here he is, flying around. and lingering in the same places as yesterday's victim. Interesting. Good thing I didn't clean up his body then. I was running out the door as I did it. That's why I never got around to it. And then I forgot he existed. I was sitting here on the floor, putting on my socks to put on my shoes so I could... Where was I going yesterday? Oh, I went to the tavern. Yes, Ophi and we went to the tavern. I had some Guinness and she had some pierogies. And I was sitting here putting on my socks and the fly lands right here on the floor in front of me. And without thinking... I'm not even thinking about it. My hand reaches out, goes, and kills it without even thought. And it lays there, and then I get back, and I forgot about it, you know? I didn't, like, clean up its corpse or make sure that it was actually fully dead or nothing. Ha! Enjoy your freedom, you lucky little fuck. Okay. And today he's up flying around again, so... Oh, a spider! Go on, get out of here. Worthless little fly, there you go. And just like that... like he was never in here. I think they keep coming in through the, dorm door, actually, because that one I keep holding open whenever I bring in groceries or a lot of like my bags or my crochet stuff. So that's the one that's most likely for them to be getting in, considering that screen door almost never is opened except for when I feed the Fae. But yeah, it's way too cold in here now for me to leave the glass door closed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it half open and turn up the AC. Oh, 2 degrees. No blood, no harm. Just a small bruise. The owl was more a startling kind of owl, and the fact that I could feel... like, it's not so much that it hurt my skin, but more so that it hurt the bone. Because it was like the knuckle on my foot. That, like, of the big toe that had hit the very sharp corner of this, which is why I was concerned there might be blood for a second. And I was like, I gotta look at that to make sure it's... but more than anything, it startled me. And, you know, like I said, that was a good whack on my bone. And it was like, oh, okay. My bone's not a fan of that. Because it was like very directly on it. There's not like a whole lot of cushioning around my joints. Or like a lot of flesh on them. So whenever I hit them off of things, it can be very weird. I can actually directly press into my funny bone, that cluster of nerves in the elbow that everyone complains about hitting or bumping. I can straight up find that cluster of nerves, press right into it, and it not even fucking bother me. I know this because it's something I've done before. It's something with my left arm that I've noticed. There's a certain degree of diminish on my left side of my body. Diminished capacity for sensation. And strength and motor skills. But yeah. Oh. It's so nice. It's a nice day. And like, I don't know, I'm very excited about the school term. And like I said, later on, I'm going to tidy up my desk, which currently has a rag doll and a bunch of potatoes on it. I don't have any countertops really to work with for the potatoes, but I'm planning on the potatoes being basically eaten up by the end of next week. Some of them are sweet potatoes, some of them are russet. They're individually wrapped to go in the microwave because, you know, dorm life, you gotta have a microwavable food. So, microwavable potatoes. And then, yeah, but until then, I'm going to figure out where they can live in the meantime. But I will see you guys later. I plan on, like I said, kind of like live streaming later on. It will be a very chill kind of live stream where it's like I'm just quietly kind of studying. I might interact a little bit with the audience some, answer questions as I take small study breaks. And I think that that'll be a nice way to, I think that'll be fun. And that way, if anybody else also wants to study, we can sit and study together, and it can be like mirroring, which is very helpful for people with ADHD and autism, or autism. Mirroring can help one to be like, okay, it's like on your own, it's like, okay, I can't bring myself to study, but it's like when you and someone else are both studying, even if you're not studying the same thing or interacting with each other in your studying, just mirroring each other can be very helpful. And if you guys are not familiar with mirroring, you'll notice that cats do this a lot. That's why they try to help you with your computer and stuff. They're just trying to help, you know? They're just trying to mirror you. And oftentimes you'll find the solution is give them a little pretend computer of their own. Or something similar so they can, feel like they're involved. Or give them a task that makes them feel like they are mirroring or helping you. I've noticed that those are things that cats seem to particularly enjoy. But too bad Ovi's cat is so depressed. I feel bad for Autumn. Poor girl. She's a little bit depressed, but she's being cared for by elderly people who don't exactly understand that cats do require actually interaction and stimulation from their environment. But yeah, I'm way off topic now. I'm talking about cats. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing some studying live streaming later. I'm not sure if it'll be at the desk or in bed, which is where I've had my setup all day. It's like I've got this, like on this little side table, I've got my notebooks stacked up underneath of the thing that my laptop can sit on. So it's like I'm optimizing space, and I'm like, that's just comfy. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. I hope you guys are having a great day. Comment down below and if you guys would be interested in anything like that. I'm still going to do it and test it out anyway, but still, feedback is nice. But yeah, if there's any other kind of content you guys would like to see or anything like that, just let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. No peer pressure. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Stay safe.